start to shake and fall apart. Every certainty I trusted left a fracture in my heart. I reached out with empty hands then, hoping something strong would stay. Still I found your grip unbroken, holding firm along the way. Even when my strength is fading, yours remains the same. You never let me go, Jesus. Through the storm and through the fire, when my faith feels weak and fragile, you remain my strong desire. You never let me go, Savior. When my courage disappears, you are closer than my failure, greater than my fears. I have questioned your protection when the pain refused to leave. Still your presence stayed consistent, more than what I could perceive. You are faithful in the tension between rescue and the wait. You are working out redemption, even when I hesitate. You never let me go, Jesus. In the darkness or the light, when I stumble in uncertainty, you are holding me upright. You never let me go, Savior. Not a moment, not a breath. You remain my resurrection, even facing death. You were holding in the garden when obedience meant pain. You entrusted all your spirit into hands that did not wait. From the grave you rose victorious, breaking every final chain. Now the power that sustained you holds me firm in every strain. Let me stop resisting mercy. Let me trust the grip of grace. For the hands that form creation will not leave me in this place. I don't fear the weight of weakness. I don't dread the falling through. For the arms that hold the universe are the arms that carry me too. You never let me go forever. Every season, every breath, from the rising to the resting, you remain my life and death. You never let me go, Jesus. This my anthem, this my plea. I will live in full assurance. You are holding me. There will come a day of glory when all trembling finally ends. I will stand without all fear then, safe within your wounded hands. You never let me go eternally. My Redeemer and my King. Every moment finds its meaning in the safety that you bring. You never let me go, my Savior. Now and always this is true. I am kept by endless mercy. I am held by you. So I rest within your promise. Every anxious thought undone. For the God who holds my future holds me like a loving son. I have faced the weight of endings, moments where all strength was gone. Every door felt closed in silence, every night felt far too long. I stood still and broken, waiting, wondering if joy could rise. Then you spoke into the darkness, calling life where hope had died. You do not abandon ashes. You bring beauty from the dust. You are my living hope, Jesus. When the future feels unsure, sustain you, for the grave obeyed the Son. Now the power that raised you lives within my fragile frame. You have placed eternal glory in a heart that bears your name. Let the grave lose all its terror, let the night release its hope, for the life that conquered darkness is the life I now behold. I don't fear the end of stories, I don't dread the final breath, for my hope is resurrection, and my future outruns death. You are my living hope forever, every season, every breath, in the rising and the resting, you remain my life and death. You are my living hope, Jesus. This my anthem, this my song. I will stand in resurrection, standing strong. There will come a day of glory when all graves have lost their voice. I will stand before my Savior with a heart that did rejoice. You are my living hope eternally, my Redeemer and my King. Every tear has found its ending in the life your mercy brings. You are my living hope, my Savior, now and always. This is true. I was dead, but now I'm living. All my hope is found in you. So I lift my eyes to heaven. Every fear has lost its claim, for the hope that stands eternal bears the mighty holy name. I have praised you in the triumph, when the joy was loud and clear. Still my song has learned to rise now when the night is drawing near. I have lifted grateful anthems when the prayers were quickly answered. Yet I've found a deeper worship when the silence felt unguarded. You are not defined by outcomes. You remain beyond my praise. You are worthy always, Jesus, not because my life feels right, but because your name is holy in the darkness and the light. You are worthy always, Savior, when my strength has slipped away. I will lift my voice in reverence all my days. I have measured moments wrongly, judging favor by my gain. Still your goodness stay consistent through the joy and through the pain. You are teaching me devotion, not conditioned by my state. You I love. Your obedience proclaimed you as the Lamb and risen Son. From the grave you rose in glory, proving death had lost its claim. Now all heaven and all creation lift the honor of your name. Let my worship stand unshaken, let it rise beyond my mood. For the worth of my Redeemer is unchanging, pure and true. I don't worship for the feeling, I don't sing to feel okay. I adore you for your nature, you are worthy anyway. You are worthy always, Jesus. Every season, every breath, from the living through the dying, you remain my life and death. You are worthy always, Savior. This my anthem, this my cry. I will give you all the glory till I die. Ooh. There will come a day of fullness when all worship merges one. Every knee will bow in honor to the risen, reigning Son. You are worthy always, eternally, my Redeemer and my King. Every tongue will tell the story of the hope your mercy brings. You are worthy always, my Savior, now and always. This is true. I was made to live in worship, I was made to worship you. So I stand in holy wonder, every doubt has lost its sound. For the Lamb who reigns in glory is forever worthy now. I have held my future tightly, guarded dreams I could not bend. Every plan felt like protection, every fear I'd still defend. I confused control with wisdom, thought surrender meant defeat, till you showed me true devotion starts when I fall at your feet. You don't force my full devotion, you invite me into trust. I lay my life before you, Jesus. Not in pieces, not in part. Every hope and every failure, every corner of my heart, I lay my life before you, Savior. Every breath and every day, I don't cling to my own story, I will let you have your way. I have built my expectations on the things I couldn't maintain. Still they crumbled under pressure, leaving echoes of my pain. Yet you never rushed my yielding, you were patient with my pace. You replaced my fear of losing with the safety of your grace. I lay my life before you, Jesus. When obedience feels hard, glory. When all striving fades away, I will stand in full surrender, with no price left to repay. I lay my life before you eternally, my Redeemer and my King. Every sacrifice finds meaning in the offering that I bring. I lay my life before you, my Savior. Now and always this is true. I don't lose myself in yielding. I am finally found in you. So I open up my future, every fear and every plan. For the life I give in worship is the life held in your hand. I have run from rising trouble, trying hard to outrun fear. Every shelter I relied on disappeared when you drew near. I mistook escape for safety, confused distance with my peace, till I learned that true protection is to trust you and not flee. You are not a place I hide in. You are strength that makes me stand. You are my refuge, Jesus. When the storm is closing in, I don't hide from what surrounds me. I run straight into your will. You are my refuge, Savior. In the chaos and the strain, I am safe within your presence, not immune but held in grace.
I have faced my own reflection,
Seen the cracks I tried to hide. Still you met me with compassion, standing faithful by my side. You don't promise absence of trouble. You provide a deeper peace, one that holds me through the shaking, one that will not ever leave. You are my refuge, Jesus. When the night refuses light, you remain my strong foundation, holding firm through every fight. You are my refuge, Savior. Every breath and every day, I will choose to dwell within you, not to run away. In the desert you were shelter for a people on the run. Cloud by day and fire by evening, till their wandering was done. Now you offer me that covering, not in distance but in trust. For the safest place of standing is within your sovereign reign. I don't need a stronger fortress, I don't need a guarded wall. I will rest within your promise, you are greater than it all. You are my refuge forever, every season, every breath. From the living through the dying, you remain my hope in death. You are my refuge, Jesus, this my shelter and my song. I will dwell within your presence all life long. There will come a day of fullness, when all storms are finally still. I will rest in perfect safety, fully shaped by perfect will. You are my refuge eternally, my Redeemer and my King. Every fear has lost its power in the shadow of your wings. You are my refuge, my Savior, now and always this is true. I am safe not in my strength, I am safe in you. So I lift my eyes in confidence, every anxious thought undone. For the God who reigns in heaven is my refuge, is my home. I have counted all my blessings, measured wealth by what I see. Still my heart was left unsatisfied, craving more security. I held tightly to my comfort, built my trust on fragile ground, till you showed me lasting riches, not in gain but in what's found. You are more than all provision, you are what my soul requires. You are my portion, Jesus, more than all this world can give. I don't need another treasure to define the way I live. You are my portion, Savior, when my heart is torn apart. I will not just soil or earthly borders, but your nearness in their pain. Now you offer me that fullness, not in things that fade or rust. You invite my whole existence to depend on you and trust. Let the world release its grip now. Let my heart be fully free. For the greatest form of wealth now is belonging wholly to Thee. I don't fear what I'm surrendering, I don't mourn what I release. For the portion that You give me is unending joy and peace. You are my portion forever, every breath and every day. When all else has lost its meaning, You remain and You will stay. You are my portion, Jesus. This my worship, this my song. I walk in full assurance I belong. There will come a day of glory when all striving finally ends. I will stand before Your fullness, satisfied beyond amends. You are my portion, eternally my inheritance in light. Every loss has found redemption in Your presence and Your might. You are my portion, my Savior, now and always this is true. I have found my greatest treasure, I have found my all in You. So I lift my hands in gratitude, not for what I gain or lose, but because my greatest riches are forever found in You. Ooh.
I stared into the future with a heart unsure and tense. Every plan felt weak and fragile, every step without defense. I kept trying to predict You, map the outcome, name the way, till You asked me for my trust now. Not for answers, not for days. You are not confined by time. You are already there. You hold my tomorrow, Jesus. Every moment yet unseen. When my vision fails to guide me, You remain my certainty. That You have said. I has borrowed worrier from the days that haven't come. Still You meet You are shaping unseen chapters while I wrestle with today. Every detail held in wisdom, nothing ever slips away. You hold my tomorrow, Jesus, in the waiting and the choice. When I'm torn between directions, I will listen for your voice. You hold my tomorrow, Savior. Even if my plans must bend, I will trust the hands that form me to the end. You were present in the promise before Abraham could see. You remain through generations, faithful past all history. Now the same unchanging goodness guides my steps from day to day. I don't walk into uncertainty, I walk held by grace. Let me release my control now. Let me lay down every fear for the God who reigns forever. Here's the God who's standing here. I don't need to know the future, I don't need a certain plan. I will trust you with my journey, every step held in your hand. You hold my tomorrow forever, every season, every breath, from the cradle to the grave. Now you remain my life and death. You hold my tomorrow, Jesus. This my confidence and song. I will walk into the unknown, knowing I belong. There will come a day of fullness when all questions fall away. I will see the wisdom clearly in the path you chose to lay. You hold my tomorrow eternally, my Redeemer and my King. Every fear has lost its power when I trust you in everything. You hold my tomorrow, my Savior, now and always. This is true. I don't fear the days before me. They are safely held by you. So I rest within your promise. Every anxious thought undone, for my future find finds its meaning in the hands that hold the sun.
I have searched through empty places, trying hard to fill the void. Every promise made by comfort left my restless heart annoyed. I kept hoping something greater would arrive and make me whole, till I saw you standing with me, calling gently to my soul. You are not one piece of living, you are everything I need. You are enough for me, Jesus, more than all I could obtain. When my hands are tired of striving, you remain my only gain. You are enough for me, Savior, when my heart wants something more. I will trust your full provision. I don't need another door. I have learned that satisfaction is not found in what I hold, but in knowing I am held by love that never will grow old. You replace my endless wanting with a peace that stays the same. Every longing finds its answer when I call upon your name. You are enough for me, Jesus, in abundance or in lack. You restore my broken vision. You redeem what I look past. You are enough for me, Savior, when comparison appears. I will anchor all my worship in the truth that you are near. In the wilderness you fed them with a portion for the day, teaching hearts to trust your goodness in a simple daily way. Now you feed my soul with presence, not with bread that fades away. You sustain me with your nearness, more than words could ever say. Let me lay my expectations, let me loosen every claim, for the weight of constant wanting only falls when you remain. I don't need to chase fulfillment, I don't need to prove my worth. I am rich and simple, knowing I am loved beyond my work. You are enough for me forever. Every season, every breath, in the living and the dying, you remain my hope in death. You are enough for me, Jesus. This my anthem, this my cry. I will rest in full assurance you supply. There will come a day of glory when all hunger fades away. I will stand before your fullness, satisfied in every way. You are enough for me eternally, my Redeemer and my friend. Every search has found its ending in the love that never ends. You are
the silence, where the hours stretch so long. Every promise felt distant, every hope unsure and drawn. I kept scanning for a miracle, looking past the present ground, till I felt your steady whisper saying, I am faithful now. You are not delayed by heaven, you are present where I stand. You are faithful here, Jesus, not just when the story ends. In the middle of my questions, you remain my closest friend. You are faithful here, Savior, in the shadows and the light. I don't need to reach tomorrow to know you're by my side. I have measured your great goodness by the outcomes that I see. Still you're teaching me to trust you with what's hidden deep in me. You are working through the unseen, through the quiet, through the slow. Every moment holds a purpose, even ones I'll never know. You are faithful here, Jesus, when my confidence feels thin. You are shaping holy patience while I'm learning to get in. You are faithful here, Savior, when the night feels long and cold. You are closer than my breathing, more than I can ever hold. Every stopped evidences, let me trust you in the now. For the God who holds forever is the God who's with me now. I release my fear of waiting, I lay down my need to see. I will anchor all my confidence in your present faithfulness to me. You are faithful here forever. Every season, every breath, even walking through the valley, you remain my hope in death. You are faithful here, Jesus. This my song and this my prayer. I will worship in this moment. is the God who's with me now.
I have walked through seasons heavy, with unanswered prayers in hand. Every step felt like a question I could barely understand. I was fighting for solutions, trying hard to control pain, till I learned you weren't asking for my strength, but for my faith. You don't promise life without storms. You promise you'll remain. Your presence is my victory, Jesus. Not the battles that I win when I'm standing in your nearness. I have more than everything. Your presence is my victory, Savior. When the outcome's not yet clear, I don't need another answer. If I know that you are here, I have chased the sound of triumphs, measured worth by visible gain. But your kingdom moves in silence, growing roots beneath the pain. You have taught my heart to worship. Now when all is going right, but when trusting you completely feels like choosing faith over sight. Your presence is my victory, Jesus. In the waiting and the fire, when my prayers feel weak and fragile, you refine my true desire. Your presence is my victory, Savior. When my strength is all but gone, I will stand in simple worship and declare that you are God. You were present in the garden when obedience cost you breath. You remained in full surrender, walking boldly into death. You were present in the grave still, turning darkness into dawn. Now your life within my weakness sings that death has been undone. Let me stop demanding outcomes. Let me rest in who you are. For the greatest form of triumph is to trust you as you are. I don't need to see the ending. I don't need to know the way. I will anchor all my confidence in the truth that you won't change. Your presence is my victory forever. Not a moment, not a phase. I will seek you more than answers. I will love you more than change. Your presence is my victory, Jesus. Every loss and every gain finds its meaning and its purpose when your presence still praise and reverence, not because the fight is through, but because my greatest triumph is to stand alive in